Hello, and welcome to the Fear Channel, a channel with regular broadcasts telling the most chilling of urban legends, ghost stories, and forays into the darkest corners of the human mind. Those faint of heart, or prone to night terrors, should proceed at their own risk. Tonight's story is the Philadelphia Experiment. In 1943, the government began top-secret testing on U.S. naval vessels. The ultimate goal of these tests was to produce a machine that could render an entire ship invisible to the naked eye. The experiment was designed around Albert Einstein's unified field theory, the notion that electromagnetism and gravity are interrelated forces on the same scale. Using Einstein's work, naval scientists theorized that large electromagnetic generators could potentially bend light around an object, making it disappear entirely from view. Some eyewitnesses claimed that Nikola Tesla was involved with the experiment and designed the electromagnetic generators himself. Knowing that the electromagnetic radiation would be potentially deadly, Tesla recalibrated the generators so that they would be completely ineffective. In July of 1943, the first attempt at the experiment was made and was completely fruitless. Shortly after this failure, Tesla was removed from the team. Tesla had previously destroyed his work involving the wireless transmission of data and electricity because he knew the radiation would be harmful, so his alleged actions during this experiment remained consistent with his previous behavior. Unfortunately, the other scientists involved with the project did not heed his warning. They continued to calibrate the machines that Tesla built for months after Tesla had left the experiment, and on October 28th of that same year, the project finally came to fruition. The test was conducted on the USS Eldridge in the waters outside of Norfolk, Virginia. After the machines had been turned on, the Eldridge began to disappear, and the area around the ship became encased in an eerie green fog, followed by a flash of blue light. But after some time, nearby testing ships did not detect any signs that the Eldridge would reappear. It was at that exact same time that the Eldridge was reported to have miraculously and instantaneously appeared in its berthing port in Philadelphia, over 200 miles away. If the vanishing and teleportation weren't strange enough, the effects that this experiment had on the crew are perhaps the most bizarre element of this tale. Supposedly, the teleportation did not move all objects on board the ship at an exactly even distance. This meant that some men reappeared partially within the walls of the ship, as though they had been fused with the hull. As per Tesla's expectations, all men involved with the experiment experienced some degree of radiation poisoning and nausea. The few who survived were the ones whose bodies had not completely overlapped with the ship. Some men were lucky enough to only have a hand or arm fused, and after amputation and therapy, these men were able to continue on having somewhat normal lives, save for the fact that they would have to keep all knowledge of this experiment a secret. The merits of the story have been debated for decades. It is a tale of a government project into war technology gone horribly awry. While it is hard to know exactly what happened to the USS Eldridge, the stories told by alleged survivors are at best unsettling.